Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. For those of you new, I'm Jeanette from Boricua Sewing and Crafts, and in this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you in detail how I embroider that those polo shirts for the customer that I did for the work with me video. Okay, I just wanted to take the time to do this video because the polo shirts for some of these were cotton, but some of the other shirts, really actually most of them, were from this dry material, and it's really thin, can be pretty slippery if you don't know how to hoop this correctly. A lot of people love these polo shirts because of the material being so thin, very breathable, and especially in the summertime when it's really hot, it really is a great product to wear as a polo shirt. So, you know, really popular. So because it's so popular, you're probably going to get a bunch of orders from folks that want you to embroider these shirts for them. So I want to show you exactly how I do it. There's a lot of different methods. Sometimes people, I don't know, they do a bunch of stuff to tighten the material so that it doesn't, you know, shift on you during the embroidery, because it can, because it is thin, it's very slippery. And I have to be honest with you, I love embroidering on these shirts. I think they are a breeze. Once you know what you're doing, you're golden. Okay, so I usually use 2 sheets of stabilizer when it comes to these shirts. The reason why I like doing that is because sometimes the embroidery can be a little dense, and when the embroidery is dense, you could end up with some puckering. Okay, so depending on the design that you are putting on there, it can pucker a bit. So to try to prevent that, what I usually recommend that people do is use at least 2 sheets of cutaway stabilizer. Okay, so if you're wondering about what stabilizer to use on these type of shirts, I always say when it comes to clothing, use cutaway or no-show mesh. Okay, so you have a white shirt, if you use something like this, it's probably going to show through the white shirt. But if you have a shirt similar to this, like a red, navy, black, or even a gray, these are perfect to use. Now, the reason why we're using cutaway is because, remember, clothing goes through the washing machine a lot. And because it goes through the washing machine a lot, you're going to want stabilizer that's going to stay for the life of not only the clothing but the embroidery as well. Remember, stabilizer is what really helps the embroidery design to really stay in place, right? If you use tearaway, what's going to happen is it's going to dissolve in the wash, and within time it's going to lose that stability. Okay, so you want your embroidery to be lasting as long as the life of the garment. So that's usually the goal. Okay, so all right, so let's go over to my hooping station. Okay, and right now I'm going to be using my 5.5 by 5.5 hoop. Okay, so I gotta grab it. I have it in the background over here somewhere, so I just want to grab one real quick. I have so many of them. Okay, here we go. Got one. So is it a 5.5? Nope. Yes, it is. It's a 5.5 by 5.5 mighty hoop. This is the one that I use for a lot of my logos. It's the perfect size. Love these mighty hoops, and I love the mighty hoop stations. They have these available for the single needle. So if you're interested in the hooping stations for the single needle, just look in the description of the video below. I have all the information. You can reach out to the owner, or you can even order these items online as well. Okay, and there is a code in the video description. If you use it, you get free shipping. These items are kind of heavy, so trust me, you're going to want that free shipping. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to be putting in the back of the hoop on here, and then my 2 sheets of cutaway stabilizer I'm going to put right inside here. Okay, now this is the trick that I use for these shirts. Okay, as you know, the fabric can shift, right? So you want to try to prevent that. So to prevent that, what I use is this, which is temporary spray adhesive. Okay, this is the brand that I use. There are lots of others out there. There's one called 505, something like that. I always use this one. No particular reason. I just kind of like the small bottle and stuff. I don't like having big bottles all over the place. Just spray a little bit, not a lot. There you go. Just like that. You're golden, okay? Now that I have that on there, that's going to help to make sure that the shirt is stable, okay? So now I'm going to take my shirt. I'm going to put it on the hoop. You put it gently, and you make sure that it is well aligned. Once it is well aligned and it's straight, then what I do is I kind of gently rub my hand around here. So what I'm doing is I'm actually kind of gently pressing the fabric against the stabilizer that I have already sprayed with this, okay? That way it kind of has like a hold, okay? Once it has that, and you don't press hard, okay? Just gently, okay? Because you just want to smooth it out, make sure it's fine. Then you go ahead and you snap your hoop in place. There you go. Now I have it ready to take it to the machine and embroider. Now, I know that at the last embroidery happy hour, someone had asked about designs, embroidery designs, when you are embroidering, which, you know, when you have to use 65 and 75 needles and 40 and 60 weight. Let's go over to the machine and I'm going to show you something, okay? Okay, guys, here we are at our machine. Now, I know that this isn't really the best, but let me see if I can zoom in a little bit so that you guys can get a little bit of better appreciation of what I am trying to share with you, okay? Now, I'm going to show you this again once I embroider the shirt. I don't have the sample with me right now because I gave it to the customer just so that they can have it. But let me zoom in a little bit on here. Let me see if I can get it to zoom. Let's see. Hold on, trying to get it to zoom a little bit, but okay, I guess not. All right, that's fine. All right, let's do this. Well, that's the best I can go. Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to try to show you the best I can here, okay? Let me get a little stick and then show you right here, okay? Now, this is a big star, right? So the star that you see around here, that's going to be 40 weight. In here, right here where you see right here, there's like a letter J. Now, the outer portion, there is a light blue thread. And that light blue thread is 60 weight thread. Now, the inside of the letter J is going to be 40 weight thread. The star is going to be 40 weight. And then also in the outline is going to be 60 weight thread and some of that. So one of the things that someone had asked about was, how do you go ahead and switch it? It's pretty simple. What it is if you look over here to the spools, and I'm going to put it right here so that way you can see, okay? There you go. So I'm going to point this out. This is where the 40 weight thread is. This is 40 weight thread. And you see these two little spools that you see back here? This is 60 weight. And this is needle number 1, needle number 2, needle number 3, needle number 4. So when you are putting in your spools, right? So what you do is you make sure that when you are putting in your needles, okay? Like right here, I have needle 1. Okay, this is a 7511, 7511, 65.9, and a 65.9 needle. So these are 60 weight threads and these are 40 weight threads, okay? Now, that's how we do it, okay? Okay, so now that I have the right needles in place, right? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this at 600 stitches per minute because that's how I kind of like to do it. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my shirt in here, my polo shirt in here. Now, one of the things that's really important is when you put your shirt in here and you hoop it, this is a common mistake that a lot of people make, okay? So, sorry, Mello, trust me. You're going to want to do this. Make sure that you go in here before you hit the on button and that you check that there is nothing underneath here, okay? You want to make sure that the space that you are embroidering on right here is clear. You don't want any of your shirt to be stuck, because what happens is sometimes this shirt will be tucked in here, and then when you embroider, you're going to end up with a mess. And you ruined your shirt. There's just like no fixing it. You're just going to really have to just go and get another shirt, and it's not fun. So anyway, okay, so I am going to position the camera right here. Enjoy. I will fast forward this part of the embroidering, and yeah, so that way you guys can see how it turns out.
You might have a brother, it's not what it seems. Not talking relations, I'm talking about machines. For hobby or business, they work like a dream. Embroidery machines, they do it for me. I'd love a single needle, multi-needle, yes please. From 2 to 12 heads is what I need. Want all the thread colors under the rainbow. Embroidering sweet dreams for me and you. Grab yourself a Barina, or a Coma, or a Melco. Research before you buy, and now you know. From tote bags to towels, throw pillows to tees, personalize it all with big smile and ease. I'd love a single needle, multi-needle, yes please. From 2 to 12 heads is what I need. Want all the thread colors under the rainbow. Embroidering sweet dreams for me and you. Also Chukis, Janelle, Baby Lock, and many more. With embroidery machines, dreams soar. Bringing ideas to life one stitch at a time. Creating art that's just so fine. I'd love a single needle, multi-needle, yes please. From 2 to 12 heads is what I need. Want all the thread colors under the rainbow. Embroidering sweet dreams for me and you. With each stitch, a vision is defined. Passion comes alive in every design. Machines working day and night. Embroidery dreams take flight. I'd love a single needle, multi-needle, yes please. From 2 to 12 heads is what I need. Want all the thread colors under the rainbow. Embroidering sweet dreams for me and you.
Okay guys, hopefully the lighting is a little bit better. I didn't realize that I didn't have the lights on in the room. I'm going to take this out of the hoop. Okay. Put these away on the side. I'm going to grab a pair of scissors to cut away the stabilizer. Okay. Just in case you guys, this is the first time that you're watching, you know, on how to do this. When you are cutting the stabilizer away from the embroidery, okay, you do not cut the stabilizer up to the, you always leave like at least a little bit of space in there, okay? You don't want to accidentally cut the threads. Somebody said, hey, do you put Tender Touch? No, I don't put Tender Touch. If you look at a bunch of, if you go to stores and you look at their embroidery, they don't put Tender Touch in the back. Now, people usually do that for children's clothing because children's skin is pretty sensitive, especially the babies. So they will need tender touch on them. But for adult clothing, no. I don't. Put this in the garbage. Alright, so done embroidering. Okay, let me lay this on the table and let's take a closer look at it so that you can see what it looks like. Okay. Perfect. Alright. Now I also want to show you about the 60 and the 40 weight, because I know that I had discussed it with you guys during the video. So let me just go ahead and, okay, that's as close as I'm going to get. But, alright, so let's talk about this design for a minute, okay? Now, as you can see, all this thread right here, this is a big star. This is 40 weight thread. Alright guys, sorry, I had my camera just ran out of battery, but I'm holding the camera with my hand so that I can go a little closer, so that way you guys can really see this this design. Okay, now as I was saying, right here, the yellow star, this is 40 weight thread. This blue right here in the middle of the J is 40 weight thread, as well as right here. What is 60 weight thread on this design is this right here. This is the 60 weight because it's very, very fine. This star right here, this star that's right in here in the O, okay? And also the outline. That is 60 weight thread with the 65.9 needle. 7511 needle is with the 40 weight thread, which is this star right here, the outside star, the inside of the J, the inside of this block, the black lettering, okay? That is 40 weight thread. So as you can see, the embroidery came out really nice. No puckering at all, okay? It's nice and smooth. See? Nice and smooth. You don't see any puckering. So that's how I do these shirts, okay? And these shirts are pretty thin. They're not exactly like really like thick or anything like that. They're pretty thin. And what I really like about the method that I use is, you know, you just use that temporary spray adhesive and it will help hold on the fabric to the cutaway stabilizer, and it's not going to shift or anything like that. Because as you can see, it came out really, really nice, okay? So guys, hope you like this video, and if you do, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I host Embroidery Happy Hour every Friday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So hope you like this video. Happy sewing and happy embroidering. Bye.